on crosses with mint wreaths and stuff to try to ward off the evil. And he was like, you guys were really suspicious of him. And then we went to Loman's Folly, and we met. We did meet like an elf leader there of the gypsy caravan. She basically, I guess they're worshippers of the goddess of the moon, and they have enchanted words against evil. I guess like there were like signs of that. Like I guess we saw pictures of those. There's a
Purported witches, I think.
Yeah, and there's like a blood moon that turns red, and demon worshippers gather, and we have heard these rumors about this blood moon that's supposed to appear. And I think when that happens, that's when a house will appear, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so then we kind of like traveled in towards the swampland, and we found these boatmen, and they think there's witches there too. So we're supposed to like go into the woods and try to find these witches, which will probably have something to do with this blood moon. Um, and then we took a boat and we made it to the mangroves, and let's see, and then Narn was entranced by lights, and we had to attack him and chase him. And
Witch
then I
lights.
shot the lights, these lights that
No,
were
I mean
appearing.
like literal witch lights.
Oh. Yeah, witch lights. Those lights. But yeah, and then so basically I shot his weapon out of his hand. Breck smashed him in the face and the water, and then I shot him in the back, and then Breck led us back to the boat because we were lost after chasing him. And then we were able to find that square when I had climbed the mangrove trees and looked out. I saw the square there of some clearing. Um, and it was like we went to this like hedge maze, and we went into the maze, and there was all these statues there, and we found an ivory fountain, and then I went off to explore it, and there was a hole in it, and this three-headed large monster broke through it, and I ran off. It freaked me out. And then we somehow, you guys wanted to go back and look at it, and it was gone at that point. But we discovered that there was a large area below the fountain. Looked like an opening or something. Like you could probably go down in there. And then we realized we were kind of messed up, so we went to go camp. And then I failed the safe camp roll, and then the monster reappeared. And that's where we are with this
And good
three-headed monster.
description. Very well done.
Very good, indeed. You may either heal one of those conditions, so you may heal hungry and thirsting, angry, afraid, or exhausted, in that order, and then, or you may restore a point of tax nature.
Um, my nature's all full, so I'm gonna just remove angry, I think.
Okay, sounds good.
And anyways, we are in a bit of a predicament here.
Indeed, you are. So, you have just been faced with this terrible, gibbering creature with these multiple heads and bones poking out of its skin. It seems to be this strange, twisted, again, it's like a twisted conglomeration of flesh, bones, and muscle. It's vaguely humanoid. It has multiple limbs, and it has just climbed over the groves, or not the groves, but the actual hedge wall itself where you were about to camp as she was attempting to find a secure place to camp. She took too long, and now it's peering over you, and it appears that it's going to come crushing down or rushing down upon you. So we are going to um, yeah, how are you guys going to respond to this creature coming down upon you, barreling down?
Take the head on the right, Violet. Narn, you take the head on the left, and I'll take the head in the center.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
We, we, We
Each
killed
take
this
a head. There's 3 of us with 3 heads. Why not, right?
Yeah.
kill this abomination, man.
All right.
I shout
So
out,
then-
abomination!
All right. So then we're going to start a kill conflict. Is that what I'm understanding?
Or what the hell?
Mhm.
Right?
I
think
don't
we
know
can do
about
it.
that.
You mean?
I,
Come on.
well, I'm not afraid, but I don't want to die either. I am injured.
I
Oh, you are?
calmly stand back and draw my bow. I'm ready. This
what's
thing
what's the options?
die, man. You can't let this thing
We try
go.
to off.
Well, I mean, we could kind of just, stand our ground. We can try to drive it off. I mean, this thing, might have some treasure of some kind. If we can just maybe
What I mean,
drive.
let's kill it.
Yeah, but if things go bad, I could die because I am injured, thanks to the elf.
Oh, hey, now that was the witch lights. That was the witch lights' fault.
Oh, you are injured, aren't you?
I am.
Let's try to drive it off then.
I mean,
Sounds good.
kill conflicts are dangerous anyway. So yeah, I say we
Now,
try
let's
to drive it back away from its lair.
Okay. Does anybody want to use an instinct or anything before the conflict begins?
Well, wait, have
Uh,
we gone through all of the start of
I
session
do.
now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think we did we?
Just everybody want to keep the same goals and all that? And
Right. Okay, so yes, let's do that really quick here. Everybody sets their goal for the session. May I have everybody's goals, or does anybody want to change goals?
Goal is just fine.
mine was to find the wizard's tower, so
I
I
think
think it's to acquire treasure on our trip.
Excellent.
that's good. I'm gonna keep mine too. It's just show Breck and Violet my worth as an adventurer, since I'm new to the
Okay.
party.
Excellent. And Violet, you're going to keep your goal of finding the wizard tower?
So
yes,
far, I haven't done a really great job at that, so I'm gonna keep the same goal.
Very good. And you may change your beliefs or instincts as you would see fit.
There's not for me but blood and treasure.
All
I'm
right.
keeping mine.
Keeping your instincts?
Yeah, I'll keep in mind.
I changed mine to always make accurate maps of areas I've explored.
Sounds
It's
good. Okay. All right. Then in that case, we shall begin.
We don't get to remove hungry, thirsty, angry, or anything like that. Or we already
You
did that.
got to
I did that.
remove-
Oh, okay, that was
yeah.
what that was. Okay,
What did you remove,
Which-
Angie?
I removed angry.
Take it
Is
off
that
your
gonna be-
token. Alright,
So
so
I can,
Okay, now.
I can use my instinct here, which is I always determine the strength and weaknesses of my enemies.
yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is what kind of check is that again? That is a scout
Hunt.
check. Is that am I
Hunter, I
or
think.
hunter check? Correct. Let me get that.
Look in the back of the rule book under Hunter. It'll give you all the obs and everything.
So I have a 3.
Let me look at those skills there.
Yes. So
Hunter.
hunter can be used.
I think you guys can help me.
Lore master would help you.
Since it's an instinct, we can only help with our own instinct or a wise.
Okay, so it's actually a rather useful skill just in the fact that you get to do it. This is going to be an OB 5 hunter check because it's going to be a hunter check versus the creature's nature.
Okay, well, I have a 3 in Hunter. Let's see, I have. I think
Says I
I'll.
can help
Do
you
I have?
with my lore master.
Can't help an instinct.
Oh.
It's got to be
Just-
a wise.
Or
it's gotta be-
or an instinct. A similar instinct. And I'm shrewd appraisal wise and map wise. It's not gonna work.
I
I'm not-
burn a persona point to roll another dice, right?
I'm not three-headed troll wise for sure. You can use persona on Fate for the rolls. With persona,
Oh,
so again with persona, you can either use persona to get an extra die on a one-on-one basis up to 3 dice, You can use a one of your wises for the roll if it's relevant
Here.
to.
Criminal wise?
Yeah, you're wise to know if that guy's a criminal.
Right, so advantage is for plus one dice to the roll. You can tap your nature by spending a persona point, which lets you add your nature rating to your ability or skill test, though it may tax your nature if you fail. Or of course, you can spend persona points to re-roll all failed dice on a test related to a wise.
I got a feeling this guy's pretty powerful just by looking at him.
Fate is for luck, where
Here's
you
the
re-roll
thing.
all sixes, or deeper understanding, where you can re-roll a single failed die related to a wise with a fate point.
Here's the thing. I only have a 3 for Hunter.
Right.
Right.
The ob is 5.
So you're not
I
gonna
have a
pass.
persona point I can burn, right? So that'll give me an extra dice. So that brings me to 4 for that extra dice here. Either through help, through a wise from one of you guys. My wise is criminal wise.
He said I
So-
can't help with instinct though.
You can help with an instinct or a wise.
Are you
Or,
sure?
or since it doesn't tick the grind, since you're rolling for an instinct, you could use a trait against yourself to get a check.
There
Indeed.
you go. I'll do that. That's what that's excellent. Okay, there we go.
Since you're going to fail anyway. You
Yeah,
just
I'll
get
do
minus
that.
1 dice, yeah.
I won't add any persona or anything. I'll just use my 3. So I don't even really need to roll.
Yeah, maybe a token roll.
I mean, who knows? You might get that exploding 6.
Heart of battle or quick-witted.
Oh, that's a good roll. It's a very good roll.
3 successes versus the 5. Okay, so that would be a failure. So you stop before you ready your battle axe and you're prepared, or is it the sword? You ready your weapon and you prepare yourself for the coming battle. You observe the creature very closely. You notice that it is indeed it seems to be sweating this strange putrid bile, and you realize that it smells absolutely horrible. The outside of that, you don't really get too much of a sense of what this thing could be. You're not sure if it's undead, you're not sure if it's some kind of natural beast, you're not sure what exactly this thing is outside of the fact that it has 5 nature. You can't discern any real facts about this creature at all.
We'll find out pretty soon if it bleeds, and that's all that matters.
So are we
It-
fighting it
You are
with your
now.
injury?
As Breck is watching and waiting and thinking, maybe we should just run. It barrels down at you. So we are going to begin a conflict, and you would like to drive it off.
Hold your ground.
All right.
So Lee, give yourself a check for one of your whichever trait you use there for used against. Make sure you check fail. You get a fail mark for Hunter too.
Yeah, those reminders are always nice for those checks, because if we forget, then we'll never remember later on where we missed it,
And that's how you
Alright.
increase your
Thanks for
skills too, by
reminding
getting
us.
failures in your skill rolls too.
Right.
So this is going to be a drive-off conflict. Now the players must choose a conflict captain. Who is going to be the head of this conflict?
Oh, I say, Breck. He's a
Yeah,
good captain.
He's the guy in plate mail.
Okay. All right. So the conflict captain will now roll for disposition. Team members may help if they have any appropriate skill and if they describe their actions. Mom, what condition do you have here?
So I have a
Afraid.
fighter 4, but I forgot. I think I may need. What do you need to raise your skill? How many fails and how many passes?
A number of passes equal to the skill, and a number of failures equal to the skill -1.
Just need to fail one more time. Okay,
Oh
gotcha.
wait, I think I got my fighter then up 1.
Yeah,
So my fighter's at 4.
it increases immediately, Angie, if you meet them.
Well, like I have a 3 fighter, I have 4 passes and 2 fails. So I should take all those checks off?
Yep.
Except for 1 pass, right?
No. Once it's, well, yeah, technically. You should have increased it already.
I have a 4 fighter now. That's good, guys.
That's good.
So for drive off, the disposition is that a fighter?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry to
Um,
interrupt you guys.
Yeah.
My survivalist on that last camp, didn't I roll and fail, and that's why he's here? Shouldn't I have a check mark next to a fail on my survivalist, Alex?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have that check there. That's why I'm asking.
That's why on all the dice rolls, it actually says on the dice roll, reminder, mark, pass, or fail.
I know.
Yes.
Every time you roll.
Remember to do that.
I'm so bad.
Which reminds me, Lee, also do not forget to check your hunter skill.
Yeah. So for drive off, yeah, for disposition, it's a fighter
is going to be
test.
a fighter, add the rank health.
So it's my fighter's 4. My
Help
health
from me.
is.
No, Violet, you cannot help. You are terrified.
I can't help when I'm afraid.
You
Oh.
cannot. You cannot help with anything if you are
Oh,
afraid.
no.
You are too scared.
See, and I get -1 on all my rolls too because I'm injured. We're fucked.
My health is 5.
I'm not. I'm still not afraid though.
It's 5.
You're not afraid.
That's fighter 4, health 5, and I'm going to burn a persona point and tax my nature and use my trait, which is heart of battle.
Don't you have like a
Yes.
shield or something too? Does that help you? Like a shield?
Only in
Yeah,
actions
shield.
during combat, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Lee, you're going to roll your fighter dice and you're going to add your health score to it for the number of successes. So your health counts as a number of successes. You know what I'm saying? For disposition.
If I burn my persona, can I use a trait?
You use a you burn a persona to tap your nature. You can add your nature dice to the roll.
Mm-hmm. I'd do that
I'll
now.
do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that since everybody's incapacitated. All right, I'll do that. So that's
And you'll get 1 help dice from Narn for his fighter skill.
okay. So that's 4 for fighter, 5 for health, nature.
Remember though, the health doesn't count as dice. The health you just add to the successes.
Okay. All right. So it's 4 plus your health plus 3. That's 5. So that's 8. 8 dice.
Yep, sounds like 8. Yep, which is pretty
That's
good.
good.
So it's going to be 8 dice plus 5 successes for health. That should give us a good score. Just roll good.
A good headshot. You're shooting his head? Or we haven't even chose the card yet.
Right. We're determining our hit points right now, basically.
Uh-huh.
Five. Dude, that's good.
Do I have anything if I burn a fate? Can I re-roll any?
That's 6. You have a 6, right?
You have 2 6s there.
We keep coming to that, Alex. We can use fate on a roll where persona has been used. Is that right?
That's a good question. I don't know if you can use both on a roll.
It should be in this handout.
Sure.
Yeah,
Earn the points. Come on.
I mean, I guess if you want to burn them, you should be able to.
Sure.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me check that just to be sure.
If I burn the fate point, I should be able to re-roll 2 dice. Is that correct?
That's right.
Ooh, yeah. And then if you get another 6, so keep going. Yeah, hell yeah. With 2 6s, I'd definitely do that.
So
Yes, you can. The only detriment, arguably, using a bunch of your.
All right.
You just can't use like 2 fate in this. Or well, you can use 2 fate if you're using it just to add the die, but you can't use like 2. Well, yeah.
So that's 5. 5 plus 5 is 10.
So we get 10 hit points, is that right?
That's correct.
All right.
Okay. Let me
put most of them on Narn because he's injured. You know what I mean?
All right, 3, 3,
4.
4.
Who's moving the little yellow dealies?
I'll do it. I'll put them on there.
Okay, so
that's kind of decent hit points, not bad.
Well, it has a disposition of 6 apparently, so yeah, that is good.
Now, just to be sure, the conflict dispositions under monsters, Dad, that's their starting disposition for that conflict.
That's right.
Type. I don't roll nature on top of it, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Can you get rid of that 6/6 by enemy disposition there? Looks like it's on the.
You shouldn't be able to see that, Dad.
Why?
That's on my GM layer.
Well, we should know that it has 6.
I know. I was just about to put that there. You can't see the stuff down on the map, can you?
Well, I haven't logged in as a player. No, hold on. No, I haven't. I haven't looked at the map or anything.
Okay. Just you don't be looking at the GM layer.
Yeah, you're cheating in there.
Okay, that's a starting disposition at 6.
So we need to put 6 little yellows on the demon.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have it that's center head.
Alex, you need to right click on that token and
Send it back, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now we can begin with the cards, I believe. Let me just double check to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Cleave its center head off, or all 3 heads off, actually.
All at once.
Okay.
All at once, yeah. Raw.
Can I ask a quick question? Like at first, you guys were saying, "Oh, maybe we should just try to flee or get it to run away, or or whatever." But now you're saying we have to fight it. What changed?
Well, you're deciding on whether or not you've already decided that you are going to drive it off. So, Dad, can you put by team goal drive off the monster or whatever your goal is?
So we are doing drive off. Okay, I wasn't sure what we were doing here.
Yeah, specifically away from its lair.
I don't know why we're not just killing it, man. It's just going to come back.
Because Dad's injured.
Because there's more of a chance of us getting killed.
All right.
Put your GM cards on the top there.
Or just put him right in front of it, straight down.
I think he's going to be aggressive with this one, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he chose attack, attack, attack. But then we don't know what kind of special things this thing might be able to do. It might be poisonous. It might be blah, blah, blah. Who knows? So if he's I think he's gonna play aggressive.
Yeah, I mean it's a crazy undead beast. Yeah, and it could be spewing acid or vile stuff from it.
Yeah, it might have some nasty shit going on.
Attack it.
I say we'd be aggressive right back.
Agreed.
Violet, you're really good with maneuvers though too with your bow. You should get plus 2 dice with your bow.
That's what I chose. I'm a maneuver chick.
I think I would normally defend, but since we have such a better disposition than it, I think I'll attack too. My sword. All right.
We need to pull out our weapon. Do we need to choose a weapons card, or is that already?
You do it. At the beginning
Yes.
of each round, you need to say what weapon you're using.
So I think here above my actual character, I've got sword and shield, and that's correct, and plate mail.
Mm-hmm. So with the sword too, you have to choose which action during this conflict that your sword will give you +1 dice for, and you can choose any of the 4 actions. You know what I'm saying? So
do I need to state that?
You do.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I'm definitely going to attack.
Okay, so you get +1 to all, +1 dice to all attack actions for this conflict.
Yeah, I'm also going to use my sword for attacking as well.
All right, we good to go?
Yes.
All right, straight up, attack. The beast lunges down. Its gnashing teeth, its terrible stench, its claws come barreling down at you, Breck.
This is where it gets dangerous.
Breck loves it, man. Breck loves it. He loves
Yeah,
it.
because it's an independent roll, so your successes, Breck, is each success you get is going to do damage to its hit points, and each success it gets is going to do damage to your hit points. There's no versus test here.
Come on, you can do this. Hit
Well,
him hard.
it's going to be fighter. Is that correct? Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm hacking at the assigned head.
I'm helping you with my fighter.
Yeah, it is a fighter test for.
Right. So I have a fighter 4. You guys are helping, I assume. So that's 2 more dice. So that's 6 dice. And then because of my sword, do I get another dice? Is that correct?
That's right.
Oh my
Good.
god, that roll is insane.
You already rolled, Alex?
Indeed.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very
Can I
nice.
reroll? Can I reroll with any fate points?
You have rolled 1-6.
I will burn a fate point.
Hulk smash.
Come on, you can get another 6. No.
Right.
Okay.
Plate mail.
Oh yeah, the plate.
Indeed.
Did he just kill you?
So plate armor gives the enemy -1 success.
And he gets +1 success. As this creature, he slaps at your one giant clawed hand seems to come out of almost nowhere, almost like it's beneath his neck. It comes out, it grabs at your chest and crushes. It has this inhuman, terrible strength. It seems to have an incredible strength about it. It gets +1 success on its attacks, but -1 for the armor. And one moment, let me take
Narn gasps. Maybe I should have used my shield. Yeah.
Oh, I have a shield too.
Right, but you use a shield as a weapon with the defend action.
Okay.
And when you do that,
And-
your successes add to our disposition, add to our hit points. That's why I should have used my shield in the third action, but we'll see how this plays out. You're going to be fucked up, Breck.
Yeah, I think
Breck,
so.
you managed to stab it right in the neck, right below one of these strange bones that seems to be jutting out of it. So you do get a sure strike right into it. So that's
Straight
going to
back
be
at it. Raw!
4 and 4 damage.
As it smashes me.
So, Lee, you're the conflict captain, so there's 4 damage coming at Breck, so Breck's going to have to take the first 3, unfortunately. And then you determine who takes the other one among us. One nice thing about when you get a level, Lee, you get the warrior gets the ability to slough off that damage to his party members, which would be nice, but it looks like right now you're going to be knocked out. And you need to roll for your armor too to see if your plate mail's damaged. It's not damaged on a 3 or higher on a d6.
Logically, who do you think should take the point? At you because you have 4?
I
or
guess,
because you're
yeah.
injured?
Yeah.
Makes
It's up to
sense.
you. You're the captain. You're our master tactician
Think.
in these sort of matters.
I don't know. I think it should go to me because you're already injured in something really bad.
Yeah.
You could die.
Okay.
I think Narn can probably fight. You can't fight because you're conditioned, right? Or can you?
I haven't. No, I can still do my thing. I just
Okay.
can't help.
I gotcha. What do you think, Sean?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
was I just helping? I wasn't supposed
Well,
to be able to help, right? Wait
there's
a minute. I
more.
think we're screwing up.
You didn't help. He didn't get a help die from you. There's less of a chance of Violet going down if you just let her have her 3 hit points. If you get knocked out and then Violet gets knocked out and then it's just Narn left.
Gotcha.
It's like we're going to be starting a new party back in Griffinholm. Or actually, it's not a kill conflict,
yeah.
but
That's totally possible. All right, so I guess I'll take the point off you.
All right, so take the 3 off of Brack, please, and then take 1 off of me, and then don't 4 come off the monster because he did hit him for 4.
So that's the one thing with player privileges is you can't undo things. I just deleted Breck's freaking token by accident.
Oops.
And
That's real tiny, look.
And I can't resize them either, which is a pain in the ass.
Oh my gosh, why?
Alex is gonna have to do it. So we're Narn's gonna take the damage. Honestly, I think that would be best to give Violet a little bit of a buffer here in case she gets messed up too.
Agreed.
Is somebody drunk? Put Breck down.
No, I was just resizing it to be the same size as the other token.
So Lee, when you use your armor too, you have to roll to see if it's damaged. Plate mail is only damaged if you roll a 1 or a 2 on a d6. And he rolls a 1.
Damaged.
Or no, he rolled a 5. Okay, cool.
Roll 5, yeah.
Nice.
That's what's nice about the plate is you can use it. You can use it every time you take damage, whereas leather you can only use it once per conflict.
So it punches me, but the plate stands strong. But I'm unconscious.
Not good. Not good at all.
Just
I should have defended. So
That's
team.
all good, man.
So our disposition goes down to.
it.
So we're at 6. Yeah.
He's only got 2 left, though. I'm gonna kill him right now.
I hope so.
Kill that son of a bitch.
Redeem yourself for shooting me in the back.
How do I turn my card over? Oh.
It's good. It's a versus test.
With your bow, right? Don't you get pluses?
Yeah. I get a +1 die, right? For the bow?
You get +2 dice with maneuver.
+2. Okay.
Again,
So
you can get a closer look at these cards by if you click on the card and press the Z key, it'll zoom in the card and it'll tell you what the card does.
Can I help her even though I'm unconscious?
No, unfortunately.
Well, I got 4 + 2 is 6. How about you, Narn? Are you gonna help me?
Breck is lying face first in the muck right now.
I just want to be
Much
sure.
help.
Lee, you didn't get help from Violet that last attack, did you?
No, I don't think he did.
Okay.
I got help from Narn, and then I burned my persona point. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he tapped his nature, I think.
So you helping me, Narn? Hello?
Yes.
Well, yes, it's a will test for drive-off conflicts for a maneuver. So you're going to be making a will test for Violet, and I will help with my will. You'll get a die from me.
So 7 dice.
I can see how this is shaping up. Violet's not going to do any damage to this thing with a maneuver. At best, she'll impede it. Narn's going to have to roll good.
I got 4.
Roll well.
All right. I got 3 successes, 2 for the roll and +1 for the inhuman strength. And then, all right, so the creature then turns from Breck to you, Violet, and it lets out this strange creaking screech, just, and it comes barreling out at you with these terrible limbs. But you manage to leap upon a rock. You launch an arrow right into it. What is it? What option are you going to take for the maneuver successes? You got
margin of success is 1.
1 success. So what's the key?
Minor success 1, you can impede it. It gets -1 dice on its next action.
What is the key to zoom in?
Z.
Thank you.
Do you have any persona points, Sean?
I
In
do.
nature.
Yeah, I have one
And
persona, one
now's the-
fate. I know.
Or tap your head. Do whatever you need to do, man.
Absolutely.
Violet, you leap upon a rock, readying your bow, and the creature, it tries to scramble up at you. But you manage to get right on top of the freaking wall of the maze. You like do this elven agility. You leap up on top of the wall. The creature comes tumbling down and is trying to claw up at you,
Yeah.
giving Narn
I try to shoot him
open,
right in the eye.
giving Narn an
One
opening.
of his 6 eyes.
Narn,
Good.
are you ready for your cards?
Yeah, well, I can see that it bleeds now, right?
So
Indeed.
I didn't do any damage to it, and he
You
didn't
did
do
not.
anything. He didn't
You
hurt
did
me
not.
either.
He didn't hurt you. You managed to impede him, so he's trying to claw up at you. And in fact, he rears back, and you can see on his underbelly all of these limbs flailing out. It's almost as if they're designed to sort of like crawl around you if you're trying to defend against it. Like they go around shields. All of these almost hundreds of limbs come like flailing out at you.
Yeah.
Narn, it's your perfect opening.
This thing's pretty big, right?
It's
Get him in
twice
the
the size of a
heart.
human being.
Yeah, it gambled with a feint, guys. It doesn't even get to roll. So, I mean, I'm highly trained in dwarven combat tactics, and against large creatures, we always go for the genitals.
Oh yeah, man.
God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Its body
Does
is
it have
arched back as if its
Right.
body is arched back as if it's ready to devour somebody with this strange opening filled with limbs on its underside, and you see that it's very clearly a perfect time to strike.
Yeah, I immediately see that it's like, rearing up, and I kind of do a shoulder roll forward and get right up under it and just thrust upwards. Right through
All
the
right,
guts.
do
He
it.
has like 6 balls.
Right.
Not anymore.
Alright, so I get let's see, Fighter 4, I think.
And then Angie can help, so that's 5. And then burn a persona.
Oh, wait, I can't help. I'm afraid.
That's right.
Oh,
So,
damn it. So, okay.
alright, so Fighter 4, +1 dice for the sword, that's 5. -1 die for injured, that's back to 4. I'm going to use a persona to tap my nature. I have 5 nature. I'm very dwarfy. So that gives me 9 dice.
Man, look it up.
This could be pretty brutal for it. I hope you are successful here.
Here we go.
Now on, it will be known as from now on, it'll be known as castrato.
Boom!
Oh yes,
Oh my God. He got 5 balls off.
exactly. Five testicles.
5 hits.
flying off.
5 hits in the genitals. Stab, 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 stab. Stab.
And which weapon are you using?
It's a sword.
Excellent.
Oh Lord.
You do. You manage to cleave right where its genitals should be. You also manage to get a few hands caught in there. It bleeds profusely. This shower of blood comes spraying down at you.
Yeah, that doesn't even faze me. I just continue stabbing it with 2 hands, like over my head.
God.
The creature seems absolutely agonized. And so, as a compromise for this conflict, I should say, Breck, you sense the creature's weakness as it crawls over the wall, and it's going to get away, which would make you angry. Narn, you would also be angry because you know that you could kill it if you just had a moment longer, but it seems to be trying to crawl away. You didn't lock it down, you were driving it off. You're trying to get it to leave you here, but you knew that if you just done a little bit more, if you just positioned yourself a little bit better so it couldn't get away, it wouldn't be able to climb over this wall. So
That's
I would
fine.
say that Narn Violet and Breck will gain the angry condition, and the creature will get away. Does that seem
Okay.
fair?
Yeah. Seems fair.
Yeah.
Okay. The creature it climbs over the wall with this horrifying shriek, and it scrambles off towards the center. Violet, you're still up there on top of the wall, peering out at it. It seems to just be clambering over these walls, bleeding. It leaves behind this yellowish oozing trail of bile, and it just disappears into the fog.
You.
All right, I go tend to Brack and get him up off the ground. It's gone, Breck. It's gone.
That. Good job.
I hit it right in the nads and it ran away.
Hell yeah.
The nads.
Good job, Narn.
Violet, you can see a very clear trail of this yellowish, stinking ooze. You can still smell it from here.
Yeah, I need
Don't-
to get out of here.
don't
I'm gonna
touch it.
throw up. It's disgusting.
Who got conditions? I got angry. Who else got conditions here?
Got angry.
Everybody
Breck
got angry.
Everybody got angry? Okay.
We're really messed up right now. We need to
We
go.
are kind of messed up. We
Yeah.
need to get some checks in the near
Have a
future.
check.
I do too.
I have a couple checks for loner that I got.
We need to camp. Can we
Oh,
camp?
cool. We
Can
have
try
4
to camp
checks
again?
in. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Can we camp again?
I don't know if we should camp right here. This is bad.
Well, the grind that ticked the grind too, Alex. We're 1 turn away from getting more conditions in the grind.
We camp.
So
Let's camp.
I think that's a good idea. Try to get rid of some of these conditions at least.
Should we like start dragging Breck like towards the beginning of the?
Breck's all right. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh, okay. I thought he was knocked out. Is he back awake?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. So I guess I have to do
He's
another
just a
hopefully
little-
successful survivalist thing because last time that didn't work out too well for us guys. Because I have to roll for survivalist before we camp to see what kind of camp we have, right? Whether it's safe.
Yeah, that will tick the grind though.
Well,
And give us another condition. Ouch.
at least we'll just be hungry and thirsty or something. But I mean, at least we can. Well, at least we'll be in camp while we get it.
Yeah,
right?
the thing is, we roll a d6 to see like the situation at camp, right? And if we roll a 1, it's disaster, which means we don't get to camp and something really bad happens, which is what survivalist prevents because it gives us +1 on the roll. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Well,
hard decision.
So you're saying right when I roll it, we move up 1 and just automatically get another condition? But then we'll already be
Yeah.
in camp. Maybe we can try to get rid of them.
We'll all get
Well,
hungry
I
and
think
thirsty.
thirsty we can
Well,
alleviate because we have water and we have rations, right? So I
That
think
is-
we're okay
that's
with
true.
that.
That is true.
Yeah. So
We
I
have
think,
a water
and I
skin
don't
and preserve rations.
have any choice, man. It sucks,
Okay.
but
I
think
agree.
We're gonna have to camp. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want disaster, and this could be a dangerous camp as it is anyway.
Well, let's move away from this green slime. I can't stand the smell.
I agree.
So just move.
It's horrible.
I
It's
help.
extremely
I
unpleasant.
help Breck. He's a little messed up in the chest.
And after we camp, we can come back and look around and see if we can like. This thing came up out of the water,
Okay.
didn't it?
We can loot its lair.
The
There's a
thing
whole.
came up out of the water underneath the fountain. And
I'd be willing to swim down there and take a look. Honestly.
I'll go down there with you. Let's camp first and see if we can't feel a little better, need some food, and then we'll go over there and try to loot this thing.
Yes.
Well, remember, it makes its lair in the fountain. You guys are currently in the statue area.
But we're gonna move outside this maze and
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should try to like make a little base camp here, because I'm gonna make a map in camp, and we'll have a sort of a semi-permanent camp that we can go back to anytime. Let's try to do that. So we are gonna make the survivalist check then, huh?
We are, and I suggested help for survivalist as hunter.
I can help.
Okay, so my survivalist is a 2. You know what? If I fail, I actually get to make it go up to a 3. So, but I don't want to fail. We really need this to
Sure.
pass.
Yeah, and you marked that
But
last failure, right?
I did.
Alex, would you allow me to use MapWise to help her find a safe camp?
I'm yes. Given that you have a crude sketch of the area so far, I think I would be fine.
Okay,
All right,
so
so
I
that's
can, I
4
can help
dice.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
Ready? Are you kidding me?
Ugh.
What is that? 3, 6. You added up to 8? Is that what it is, Alex?
Any fate? You have any fate points you can burn to re-roll any of those?
I
She
do,
rolled
I
2
think.
1s and 2 3s. You didn't roll any 6s.
Oh, I have a fate, but
You can
I have a
hover.
persona. I have a persona now.
You can hover over the number in the chat box to see what she rolled. She rolled 3 1 3 1. So
What
that
about
sucks.
persona? What does that mean? I just get nothing and we have a fucking disaster?
You can use persona related to wise to reroll failures. You can use a fate with a wise to reroll 1 failure.
Persona with a wise is the way to go if you have
All
it.
right, so I'm gonna spend my persona then, I guess.
What are your wises?
Well, I mean, does it matter?
Yeah, it has to be
Yeah,
related to
you have
some
to
sort.
use.
Yeah, it has to be related to
You have to
finding
use.
a safe
You have
camp.
to use a wise. Yeah.
Book
I think we're gonna
wise,
have to eat the rolls. What we're gonna have to do.
elven craft wise, identify something that is elven work.
Mm.
Eat the roll.
Dude, I'm crafty. I should be
Yeah.
able to
So
do
Angie,
this.
mark a failure for survivalist, and we're just gonna have to eat the
Mhm.
roll. And Alex is just gonna roll his d6.
Well, at least my survivalist goes up. So I'm gonna get rid of two passes and wait a minute. It has to be. Oh wait, it has to be 4
Passes have
passes.
to equal the skill, and failures have to
Oh,
equal the skill minus 1. 1 less than the skill.
And
oh,
just to
then
be clear, this was
I'm over. Then I'm
survivalist
good.
to see if you'd be able to get that bonus
Safe
on
camp. Yeah,
safe
first
camp.
to find a safe camp. Yeah.
A success is normally +1 to the roll, right?
That's right. If she would have succeeded the survivalist test, we would get +1 on the camp roll.
I am sorry, man. This place is nasty.
Okay.
I
So really,
tried.
Alex, you just determine now whether it's a um, regular camp, or I don't have the book in front of me, like a safe
regular
camp, a dangerous camp, or a. I think there's three types of
Okay.
camps.
Okay. Well, then, as a twist for the failed survivalist roll, you guys are trying to find your way out of the statue area and back to the back into the swamp by the ancient boat to find a safer camp, but you guys just can't get out of the maze. You keep wandering and wandering, trying to find the entrance, and then you find this transitional part where it turns from these statues into the statues seem to stop abruptly and turn instead into a wall of mangroves where these these disgusting rotting fruits growing off of them, and there seem to be pools of lily ponds, natural pools with these lilies growing in them. There appear to be stone statues of frogs which stare out at you from these pools. I'm going to say what was once an unsafe wilderness camp is now going to be a dangerous wilderness camp.
Oh, great.
Oh god.
Take us over the camp screen, Al.
Why do you keep rolling so high over there? What are you rolling on now?
He's cheating.
Oh god.
I can't copy and paste tokens either.
Okay, so
I'm gonna copy our
Are you
tokens from
saying
that
we're in
last screen
another
over
battle
to
right
the
now?
screen.
What the hell's going on?
no, it's just a dangerous camp, and I rolled a 5, which is going to be a minor inconvenience.
It's just what we need, and we're all hungry and thirsty too, by the way.
All right. Well,
Alex, copy our tokens from the last page over to this page.
Okay. Okay.
Just click and drag, select them all, and copy them and paste them.
I'll be right back real quick.
Dangerous camp.
Let's take a look here. Give it up the roll, shall we?
Yeah, I think it's a 2d6 roll, right?
Ooh! All right.
That's not good.
All right. Let's take a look. Okay. Violet, you are as you. Oh wait, is she here?
No,
Okay.
Angie. Something happens to you. Look at all these freaking conditions we have. It's terrible.
Sometimes the dice are your friend, sometimes they're not.
I know.
Okay. So what's up
Violet-
here? I'm sorry, I had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Violet, as you're preparing camp and you're gathering some tinder, you trip suddenly, and you fall straight face first into the mud. You look at what tripped you up, and you see that there seems to just be a stone hand right out there in the middle of the path that you didn't see before, that's sort of outstretched in a claw as if specifically to grab something.
I have
You
a
trip
feeling
right
that
over the
I'm
stone,
alive.
and you break the bottom item of your backpack. You lose it. It's gone. It tumbles into the water and falls.
Oh. What's the last item in your backpack?
The last item in
Rations.
my backpack.
Oh shit.
All the rations?
All of your rations come tumbling out of your bag and fall right into this disgusting muddy water and sinks to the bottom.
Great.
There were these hard biscuits that are now just.
Well, I have an open slot for when we find treasure then.
Yeah, the glass is half full.
But
That's right.
outside of that, you may now commence your camp.
Great. So I have one check.
Right.
How many checks do you have, Violet?
I have 2.
I have one.
Okay. Do you have any, Narn?
Yeah, I do have one. Can't set the layers on these either. I'm sorry. How many do you have, Violet?
2.
I'll use my preserve rations to get rid of my hungry and thirsty.
Right, me too. That's the
Great.
first
I guess
order
I'll
of
drink
business
out of
here.
my water skin. So if I drink out of my water skin, the whole skin is gone?
No, you still have a
One
skin. It's just empty.
I'll just
I
take
ju-
out water from
just-
in front of skin.
Just write empty next to skin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm completely out of food and drink now, guys.
I have one left. I'm gonna have to
That's
do a little
not
hunting,
good.
you guys. We'll find us some fresh game there. Alright, so hungry and thirsty's gone.
Okay. How do we get rid of angry and afraid?
Look at your character sheet. It tells you the ob and the roll for each one.
Yeah, Ob 2 will. Ob 3 will for afraid. That's what I.
Violet, as you go to look at where the rations sank, you realize there are no statues in there, and you like splash, and you realize the water there is actually fresh. In fact, all of these pools seem to have magically fresh water. It's strange that there's still water, but they do appear to be clear, fresh.
Okay, well, I'll fill
Magically
my
fresh.
skin back up then. With some
Magically
water.
fresh in that normally a still pool of water just wouldn't be fresh, it wouldn't be potable. But
Okay,
these
so we have a water source near camp. That's good. So everybody
It
can
is
refill their
daytime
water.
right now, right?
correct, but it's hard to tell. There is an intensely thick fog
Okay.
that seems to surround everywhere.
It's not magical. It must be spring fed.
So in that case, Angie, instead of using rations to get rid of hungry and thirsty, use your skin. And that way you can
I
just
don't have rations.
fill it
I
up
just
again.
fell down in a mud hole, Sean. I had to drink the water in
Oh.
my skin, and I just
Okay.
refilled it.
All right. Sorry.
It's okay. No, but like, okay, so
So first thing, how about I make a cartography roll here to make a map? Because my instinct is always make accurate maps of areas I've explored, so I get a free test in camp for cartography.
Okay.
Help for cartography is Scholar or Pathfinder. Angie, you have Scholar, right? And I think Breck has Pathfinder. That's his specialty.
You.
I do,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'll get 2 help. I have 2 cartographer. Gives me 4 dice. It's the ob to make a map out.
Let's take a look at that, shall we? Cartographer. What are you trying to make a?
Of
what are you trying to
everywhere
make a
we've
map
been up
of?
to this point.
That would be a large area, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 ob for that. How much information do you want to have noted?
Just general information. Enough to know where we are and to at least maybe get back to... Well, we don't want to come back here. This is a dangerous camp, but...
Okay, for all right, up 4.
I'm 4. Well then.
Pardon me.
I think I'm going to try to do it. Because you can't earn checks in camp, so I have no choice. So ob 4 with 4 dice, huh? Or, yeah, 4 dice.
Always try to use persona, right? Or fate.
Come on, baby. Well, I already used my only persona that I had. Nope. Nada. But I do get a check for cartographer.
To use towards
Okay.
the next camp.
Brack, you or not Brack?
Violet?
No, it would be Narn. Narn, you are. So you're trying to make this. Actually, do you receive? Yes, you do, don't you? Do you receive twists and conditions for failing checks in camp?
Yeah, just not recovery tests.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
We're just failing a lot lately. It's
Okay.
all right. We're all failing.
Let's see.
Oh,
Do
and
you
in
have anything
fact,
to make a map
actually, you
on?
guys shouldn't have been able to help me with that. Sorry. I'm
Do you
sorry,
have
what?
anything to make a map on?
Yeah. All cartographers carry map making stuff.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. In that case, I guess how can we note this? So, Narn, as you're looking through your materials to try and make this map, you realize that all of the papers that you have to make maps and all of your mainly all of the papers that you were looking for, you realize they're not waterproofed properly, and they are soaked through and completely unusable. You are going to have to return to town or find a place to get papers to use your cartography skill.
Are they soaked with the monster's blood? Is that what happened?
Nope, they are soaked because he was trampling through the mud and the water. Remember, he dove
Oh,
yeah.
first into
when
a lake.
when I shot him in the back, yeah.
Normally, these materials would be waterproofed, but it doesn't appear that the person you last bought these mapping papers for were
Okay.
was very legitimate.
Then you need to replace those.
All right.
So
Well,
you're going to need to
that's
replace your
fair.
cartography stuff.
That's better than getting another condition anyway.
All right.
I'll
Can
make a
I
note of
roll
that.
for my angry? How do I do that?
Angry is an ob 2 will test.
Up to will. Okay, where's my will? I have a 4 will, so I just get 2 dice.
No,
No,
you
I
get
roll
4
4.
dice.
Okay.
You need 2 successes.
Oh, I
I
freaking
think-
got 3.
I think alcohol can help with that, can it? Do
Well, I
we have
just
any
won.
alcohol?
No, I don't.
I have wine. Wine's good.
I think alcohol can help with angry
But I just
recovery
did
test,
it,
can
didn't
it?
I, with my roll?
You did. Yep.
Okay.
So what's the deal? What's the deal with the wine though? It can help release
Yeah,
that.
it can help for angry recovery tests and afraid recovery tests, I believe. I'd have to look at it, but yeah.
Give you an extra? Does it give you an extra die or?
It does, yeah. It counts as like supplies or tools.
Okay.
I only got 1 on that.
What are you rolling for?
That was for my anger or afraid.
Oh, yeah, it's an OB3 will test.
It was bad.
What'd you roll the 3 for though? 3 successes. I thought that's what you were rolling for.
No, I got rid of my angry, and now I'm trying to get rid of my afraid. But I failed on my afraid again, so I can't help people anymore still.
Well, it's better than nothing. So you used your 2 checks. What are you rolling for angry, Lee? Oh boy.
Did I roll any 6s?
No. No
No.
6s. I think if you roll a 6, the box around the number is green, if I'm not mistaken, if you roll a 6. It's red if you roll 1s. So that was a failure.
Okay, so if I can't use fate for that, can I?
No, there's no 6s that were rolled. Actually, you can if you have a wise, but that's going to be a stretch given it's a condition recovery. Wises aren't going to apply to that. Okay, so that's unfortunate.
Oh, well.
Breck remains angry. And I have 1 check.
I have healer, by the way. Did you want me to help you with that? Healer 3.
Well, that would take another check, though, is the thing. Yeah, if we had
You
an
have a
overabundance of checks, it would make sense for you to use healing to create like a salve, which gives us a die on an extra die on our injured recovery tests. Or you can just heal me actually from injured easier than I could with a recovery test.
I have 3 healer, but I can't get help with that.
Yeah, Alex, look up healer and see what the OB is for injured. I think it's OB2 or OB3, something like that. It's less than the OB4 health test that I need to make.
Healer can take supplies from alchemists, peasants, and scavengers in the form of herbs and medicine. Can create poultices. The factors are going to be injured OB3, sick OB4.
So it's an OB3 healer test to heal me, Angie.
Well, how are you going to heal yourself?
Well, just by making recovery check. It's an OB4 health test. I have 5 health. It's rough. I have 1 fate point. I can hope I get a 6 or 2. Your healer is 3. Yeah, you'd have to get 3 successes, huh? But we can help on that too, though. What helps healer? Alchemist and laborer. I have laborer. That would give you 4 dice.
Laborer. I have laborer.
That's right. You graduated to laborer, didn't you?
Yeah.
Full-blown laborer from all moving around all that shit in the inn of the 3 squires.
Oh yeah.
So you would have 5 dice, and it's an OB3, right, Al? That's a better chance than I would have.
Decent.
Yes, roll 5 dice, Angie, for healer. Heal me. Heal me, bitch. Ah. Oh, you rolled a 6. You have a fate point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on. Heal me.
Oh, I saw the 6.
Oh.
Dang it. I'm sorry.
Well, at least you get a failure on your healer roll, too, so.
I might make that go up. Let me see something. Nope, I need 1 more pass. Then I could do it.
So we're slightly better off after camp. We have water. It's good.
Darn.
We haven't found a lick of treasure yet, either.
Now
He
we're
can
gonna
go
go do
injured or
that right
something.
now.
Yeah, let's go do that right now.
Do what?
Boy. We're gonna go search this creature's lair.
Oh my
All
god.
right, are we done with camp?
Yes.
I don't
Excellent.
know. I kind of thought maybe we should look at these froggies. These statues of these
Well, I have.
frogs around here.
Why do I have? Why do I have two? I should just have angry. I shouldn't have that other condition, right?
Yeah, I'll take that off there, hungry and thirsty.
Hey, look, I always thoroughly search unexplored areas, and I don't feel like I've explored this area right next to us with all these lily ponds and stone frogs. Can I kind of look at that a little closer before we head over
Sure,
anywhere
you
else?
can you can explore this area. This would be a new part of the. This would be a different part of the maze itself. It transitioned from those statues along the walls to this more natural looking, overgrown place with these statues of frogs and these freshwater pools. You can definitely search the area, try to get a feel for the maze.
Yeah, I'm trying to search around there and see if we can maybe find our way maybe back to
Okay,
where that hole was, because I know we're lost, right?
okay. I will let you use a Pathfinder check to it. So then you would be specifically looking for the way back to the fountain, or just exploring the maze.
I don't have Pathfinder, but Breck does, doesn't he?
I think we should
I
check out
do.
this thing's lair, honestly. See if we can find its lair.
Okay.
Kill. If it
Um,
has any young, we can kill the young, and it might have
Yeah.
some
So
loot
we've got
down
Violet,
like
there.
Pathfinder.
Violet, I will allow you to use your instinct to use Pathfinder to attempt to find the fountain now that you're in a new part of the maze if you would like. That would be an OB3 Pathfinder check.
I don't have Pathfinder,
Breck's a
honey.
better Pathfinder.
That's fine. You can do. You
I have
can.
Scout.
This would be a Pathfinder check.
So I don't have that, so what's the point of me doing
You
it?
can do. You can use a beginner's luck roll.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have any
Or you can use your nature, but you would
beginners.
tax your
But I
nature if you
so I would
fail.
just fail it. You're saying just because I don't even have any dice to use.
Well, let's let Breck make the Pathfinder roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can tick up on the track.
He's the man when it
Okay.
comes to pathfinding.
Yeah, I have a 4
Scout and hunter.
Pathfinder.
Yep.
So that should be 6 dice, right?
Of course, I can't help because I'm angry.
Me too. I
I
gotta
don't think
remember
that's
that.
right, Leah. I think I can't help. You only get one help die from Violet.
No, I'm
Okay.
still afraid too, dude.
Oh, is it?
Ooh.
So it's only 4 dice then, correct?
Yeah, re-roll
Darn, why
that.
can't you help?
Oh, I can't help. I'm sorry. That's for afraid.
So does he
Angry
have to
is.
re-roll the 5 to 5?
So it's 5. So it's 5 dice to reroll. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Pathfinder 4, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
good. Okay. Breck,
Check
you feel
Pathfinder.
your way around this maze, and you realize you know exactly which direction to head, and you pretty masterfully find your way back to the fountain. And now you know that area as well as the statues area, so it'd be easier to traverse the maze in general. You get a good feel for it. It's going to be a little bit easier traversing the maze in the future. And you manage to get back to the large pavilion with the holes in the roof, and the fountain is now collapsed inwards, and you see that the fountain seems to be standing on a large pillar over a pool of very dark water. You can see blood. Violet, you get before you even get back to the fountain, you can smell that terrible, almost stinging, sulfury stench. It smells like it's a mixture of it's like a mixture of an acidic smell with horrible putrid rot, and you can see that this bile, this large trail of bile comes from the area um,
Mm-hmm.
to the west of you, back from the statues into the pool, and you can see that there's this bile floating around in these little clusters in the pool itself over this dark
So it's like he
water.
crawled back into the hole.
He crawled
Mm,
into the pool by the fountain. Yes.
mm.
Can't we just go kill it now? All the way. He's already injured. Finish him off, man.
It would be bold. Yes, we could.
Is there any way to drain the pool? In other words, could we break off or like dig a little hole or trench in the side where it would drain it?
It's not a bad idea.
Well, the thing is that underneath the pavilion, it's all tiled. It's all very well structured and man-made. The fountain seems to be drawing water from the pool itself and then pouring it back into the pool. You can try and find a way to drain it off, maybe into these lily ponds. I'm not sure how exactly you would do that. Do you?
Well, a little dwarven engineering.
Well, I think just basically creating some sort of little hole or like trench.
Mm-hmm.
And drain it off.
Where it would drain off, and maybe try to obstruct the water.
Sort of building a well and then having the pool seems very deep though. I mean, obviously it's large enough so that this thing can go down into the pool itself completely submerged, and then it doesn't seem like it would just live at the bottom of the pool. There might be tunnels under there. You're not sure, but it seems like there would be a very large amount of water underneath.
That's what I mean. Like how from the surface to the bottom of the pool, how deep is that? Do you think 15 feet, 20 feet, 5 feet?
Well, the creature itself was about 10, 15 feet tall. So if it can be under there, it's at least that deep. And you don't think that it would just be
That'd be hard to drain out.
submerged into the pool. It would be very difficult to drain this, especially considering there may even be interconnecting corridors underneath it or something. You're not sure where exactly this thing layers, but
I can swim down there and check it out, guys.
That's crazy.
Narn is fearless. I told you I would.
What if you don't come back up, dude?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
You're injured, man.
But at least find out if there's a cave down there or what it is.
I think it should be. I'm the loner. I can get a check for this. Let me swim down there. You're injured.
I'm a loner too. So,
Are you a loner?
Do you need a swim skill? Is that the deal?
it would be a health check.
I'm a sailor.
Yeah, health or dungeoneering probably. Yeah.
I'm a sailor. I should know how to swim.
Thinking, okay, just follow my logic on this though. So if you have the surface of the pool and then you figure it's at least 20 feet deep, pool, you could dig a 20-foot deep trench and then dig into the side of the pool and try to at least relieve some of the water. I don't know. Is that crazy?
I have a shovel.
Well, I don't know.
You'd have to figure out what exactly the deal is underneath this fountain. You'd have to figure out if it's just like submerged just right under the fountain.
Mm-hmm. We're back to a swim skill.
That's what I'm saying. Let me swim down there and check it out. Usually swim. I think you're right about the health test, but swimming usually involves dungeoneering as well.
Do you swim?
I will let you use a dungeoneer check to get a good idea of whether or not Breck's idea of draining the fountain seems realistic. And in order to do that, of course, you would have to go down and swim and.
Well, does this even require a test though? Just to swim down there and look at it?
To get an idea of how best to, you can swim down there and get a look at it and see and get a lay of the actual.
Yeah, I just want to find out if there's any caves or tunnels down there, and if maybe there's a.
But to figure out how to drain the actual fountain, to get an idea of whether that's possible or not, I would require a dungeoneer check.
Okay, is the fountain like running? Is it spewing water?
It is. It is spewing water.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna swim down there and look and see if there's any feasible way of perhaps draining the pool, and at least get an idea if there's any caves or tunnels down there and where they are. I'm not gonna like swim into the belly of the beast here or anything. I'm just gonna take a gander at it best I can. So let's see. What's nice about dungeoneering is quite a few things help for it, I think. criminal, labor, scout, survivalist. But I guess since I'm going to be alone, I'm not going to get any help.
Any dice for that?
Hello?
I have, yeah, the voice is cutting out a little bit. Only have 3 Dungeoneer. Okay, hold on, let me reconnect.
What helps Dungeoneer?
Can you guys hear me? Am I?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's the
I can hear. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Cut out.
So this isn't going to require a roll to go diving down and getting a general idea of what's underneath the fountain. It would require a Dungeoneer check to see if you'd be able to drain it. But if you're just diving, are you driving down there just to get a feel for what's under?
Yeah, more or less. I'm not sure that we'll be able to drain it if there's a spring down there, especially if there are tunnels. There's probably, water coming through the tunnels too. There's probably a lot of water down there. But yeah, and maybe get an idea on whether that's a feasible plan or not. But really, I just want to take a look and see what kind of tunnels and stuff are down there.
Okay.
I'm looking for gold. Do I see any gold?
You do dive down there into the pool itself. You get down to it gets very dark very fast.
Yeah, I think Discord's sputtering out on us here. Hold on.
you guys hear me?
I think we're getting some Discord lag or something, or it could be.
Hello. Check. I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart Discord. I'm gonna restart Discord.
I'm gonna try to log back into Discord. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me? I can. He can't hear us though. I'm just restarting Discord here. I wonder if our internet's having trouble again. I think so. Honestly.
I haven't had any problems since you fixed that.
Ew, it doesn't look right. Alright, just seems to be working now. Yeah, it's cutting out again, damn it. Why does it do that? Well, it just kind of pisses me off, these fucking internet issues.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Working? Yep. Can you hear me?
Hello.
I can
Yes.
hear you, Alex.
Yeah, I think we just had a hiccup in our
Okay, cool.
internet there.
Okay. So, all right. Here's the deal with the fountain. You manage to dive down, and you realize that there is indeed.
It's
It's a 20
no,
fountain.
you're cutting out again, Alex. Hold on. I have really terrible ping on Discord right now. We've been having some internet issues around here lately, and I thought that I had them fixed. Apparently not. Alright,
Okay.
much better.
He said it's a Discord issue.
You guys hear me?
I can hear you, but I think he's going to
Seems a Discord crash happened. Can you hear me? Do you read me? Are we clear?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hello. I can hear y'all.
Good.
Seems to be working now. It could be traffic on Discord, but
That was what it was,
roll
Sean.
roll 20 was disconnecting though too. So I think it was all. I'm telling you, I think it was our internet. I moved around some plugs in there to the higher quality power strip. See
I
if
know
that
you
helps
did, and that
somebody.
helped me. Ever since you did
Well,
that, I've had no
I just did
issues
again. I
whatsoever.
rearranged it a little bit again to see if that would help. 'Cause I think we're still having that voltage issue.
It was all part of my plan.
I want to go home.
I want to have voice stuff. Give me voice stuff, please. How come I don't?
Voice stuff.
Show me how to get voice stuff, guys, right now while we're waiting for Lee.
Well, I'd have to download the thing for you, and you know,
I want you
it'd
to,
be a
please.
whole thing. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It would be a whole thing for me to go and download the voice mod. I would then have to install it upon your computer, and then you would be able to speak.
Oh my
God,
god.
Alex, you're hilarious, man.
I love that voice. It's my new favorite one.
It's great with the music, dude. You should always play it with that same music.
I know it's like the natural ambient effect. They updated it and added some new voices. Titan is the one that I'm using. It's
Titan.
Thanos.
Yeah, they are
It's
adding
so
new
good.
voices all the time. It's cool.
Oh, come in. How do I download it while we're waiting?
It's voice mod. It's like $10 for a year subscription. But I think
got
there's
it
a free
for.
there's a free version of it though.
Well, actually, Dad, when you first download it, if you download it in like the first 24 hours you buy it, you get it forever.
Oh, that wasn't the case for me.
Yeah,
I have a 1 year subscription.
I got a one-time payment offer.
Oh. But yeah, there is a free version of it though, Angie, I think.
Okay, so I go to the internet.
Voice, yeah, go to Google Voice Mod Pro.
Voice Mod.
You know what? This is going to totally confuse you and it's going to totally mess you up though.
Voice Mod Pro.
You have,
Free real time voice changer and modulator. Is that
I
what
don't
I
know,
click on?
Mom. Hold on. Can we show you that? Like,
Well, Lee's not even on right now. I'm trying to do it real quick.
it's not going to be a real quick thing.
Oh, you have to pay
Okay.
for it.
well,
Wait,
first
where's
you have
the
to
free
know
one?
how to set up your audio settings for one thing.
Yeah, you'd have to set up your audio settings.
I like the cool tune.
What was that?
I like this one. It is actually the Tetris theme, and your voice is set to it.
Do you believe in life after love?
Do you believe in life after love? Actually, there's so many.
Is there an echo in here?
No.
Hello, 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 hello.
Is there anybody in there?
It's not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home?
You have entered the gates of hell.
Where Where's Lee?
I don't know.
Should you call him by phone, Sean?
I think he must be having problems too.
That's going to be our answer. If he's having problems too, then it's Discord. Okay.
Could be. Could be. I've seen Discord not work very well. Let's just see. Let's just see if he comes back.
Alex. Oh my god.
We're back.
Check testing. 1, 2, 3.
God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it works. It's a great one.
Oh my god, look at the size of the sword!
I am also quite fond of Cathedral.
Jesus.
I also like the 2 for 1. Buy it now!
Big comment. Can you hear? I think I have a bad connection. What?
Yes, some of them are troll voices!
Say, let me out of here with the static.
I want to kind of. Can you come?
Never mind. That don't work.
Okay.
It's like cob walkie-talkie. It's just like oversaturated.
Somebody needs to call Lee and say, "What's up, buddy?"
No, see. Okay. One moment. I did get some text messages from Mr. Stewart. You all offline lost your IP.
I repeat, we're going down! We're going down! Ah!
Hey, let's listen to the text messages in a great voice.
Okay, well, can I...
Let's listen to Demon Text. Demon Text.
I will be on my way soon. No, I didn't say that.
What? What did you just say?
That is insanely evil.
Soon. It's probably the best voice on there, honestly. It's just, it's so good.
What's it
I
called?
want that, guys.
That's Titan. It's perfect. It really is. It's just the perfect voice.
I could make this game real fun if you give me that voice stuff.
I'll hook you up.
You need to hook me up, man. We'll make this fun. Maybe I should have Alex hook me up. I want Alex to hook me up, not you. I don't want to pay for it for a
Yeah,
year.
so
I
you
want to pay for
didn't get the one-time payment offer?
He said no, but you couldn't hear him because there's something wrong with his fucking thing again.
Oh, yeah, the Kong voice, it literally just, like, translates it into, like, monkey grunts.
Monkey grunts, yeah. I'm not seeing Titan.
That's a lion or something.
That was a perfect sentence.
It says Kong.
Sounds like a lion. Purring.
Oh, I found Titan.
Yeah, it's the best one.
What did his text say?
He's just asking if we're having internet issues. I told him I think it's working now. We'll see if he comes back. I know he's only been able to play for like, 2 or 3 hours at a time. I think we played for 4 hours last time, but we'll see what he says here.
Yeah, last time was a full session. That was really good. Let's see, we started at,
we didn't get very far today. I hope he comes back.
Yeah, an hour 49. Yeah, not much.
Would you like to play a game? Yeah, of course you would. Duh. No flippin' dip, duh.
Yeah, show me.
Jeez. Can't even believe it right now, man. It's horse honky! Horse honky!
Shh, Alex, for a second. Be quiet. Voice what?
Oh, okay.
That's what I got to before.
Oh, you know what it was? It was a Black Friday
Desktop.
thing.
Can I do it on the desktop? That's fine. I like everything to be accessible. Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me
Accept the
figure out.
agreement. Okay. Install. Oh my god, I'm gonna get something.
So the other thing is, you want to always start voice mod, start Discord now. Or when you use Discord is only when you have voice mod open. If you ever have voice mod open during work, it's gonna fuck everything up.
Oh my god.
Voice.
I actually use voice mod for work because there's like it just enhances the actual voice, and it is another way to gate my background noise and stuff.
You filthy swine! I will kill you!
The flesh of the walrus is succulent and sweet, yet its cruelty knows no bounds.
Quick, man! Cling tenaciously to my buttocks!
Oh,
Hello.
At long
Yeah, I can.
last, we can finally return to the game!
okay.
Logitech speakers.
All right.
X. Okay.
Let me just log on to Roll20. We should be good.
A minute. I'm on here. I can hear everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Bear with me, guys.
Oh,
Then
no
what?
problem. What are you doing? Hey,
What?
There we go.
I guess now would be as good a time as any to ask Lee. Do you know what time you have to be off by? Just want to be sure.
Unfortunately, pretty soon, guys. I'm sorry.
Like 30 minutes or
Yeah, I'd say 30 would be the max.
okay. Okay, that's cool. weekend?
Well, not really, but I have dog duties and other stuff I got to deal with. But yeah, I'd love to
Yeah, I
play for
understand.
another couple hours. But, yeah.
I understand.
Are you playing D&D tonight?
Nah, that was last weekend, but Mom had a gig and she needed help with that.
Okay.
So I had to call that off. But yeah, nah, I'm clear this evening.
Were you
That's
having
nice.
problems too, Lee?
Yeah. Yeah,
With
Discord was not
Discord?
cooperating.
Okay, so it wasn't us. We thought our internet has been having some issues here lately.
Well, I think it was a combination. Discord does have issues on weekends sometimes because of the servers, I guess, but
Like right now, I
It's
can't hear
probably
you.
it's probably a combo.
All right, we good
all
to
right. So I
go?
swimming down into the watery hole of death.
Mom, can you hear? Just want to be sure.
I can hear you. I just got to get back in here. I'm out of the
Great.
game right now.
Awesome. Great. Okay, cool.
I'm coming.
So, all right, so where were we? You were going to dive into the fountain? Excellent. Got it. Okay, Narn, you dive into the fountain head first. You prepare yourself for what may lie at the bottom. It is a 20-foot deep fountain. You can get a pretty good gauge of that, and
Mm-hmm.
you are feeling around. It gets darker and darker as you go into the water. In fact, it already is almost too dark to see, but you can get a pretty good sense of what's going on by feeling
Mm-hmm.
around, and you can gauge that the bottom is about 20 feet deep. The creature is not lurking down there at the bottom. However, there are multiple what appear to be box drains that drain into and from the fountain. It appears that this
Aha.
might be a central point where all of these pools
Yeah.
up north are sort of filtered from, and the water does not appear to be fresh, obviously. In fact, it stinks quite heavily, and you almost think maybe I shouldn't dive down in there, but you do anyways. There are three distinct caverns, one heading south, one heading east, and one heading north. These appear to be burrowed caverns, as if something clawed its way through the sheer earth and stone, some kind of animal perhaps, or
Oh,
perhaps this creature.
interesting.
But they are filled with water. Um, this would not be a feasible thing to drain. These are large, maybe 10-foot wide caverns underneath that go straight into the rock as if burrowed. So this creature obviously has burrowed its way, or some creature has burrowed its way through underneath the maze.
Okay, that's pretty much what I wanted to know. So it sounds like the water's being redirected back down this way anyway, Lee, so I don't think we'd be able to drain it.
No, it
At
does
least
not
not.
appear that it would be there's just way too much water to drain, and I mean even if those caverns are filled with water, then you're not sure how much water exactly could be down here, but you imagine that it would definitely be a lot. Like this may have at one point been a natural spring or something that they just fashioned
Mm-hmm.
into this fountain and are using it to feed the pools and gardens around the swamp.
Okay, and there's no gold, obviously.
No, sadly, there is no gold. At least not that you can see. There might be treasure at the bottom. There is a lot of detritus down at the bottom, bones,
Mm-hmm.
some soft, sinewy tissue down there. You're not
Mm.
sure. It's extremely difficult to see. Maybe if you did some digging, you'd be able to figure it out, but it freaks you out a little bit too much to go down there and dig right now without any light. You could do it, but I would require a health test.
Yeah, like how difficult of a health test?
Um, I would say an ob 2 health test to swim down there, swim back up, swim down there, swim back up, dig out the bones and detritus, and try and find something of value.
I'm gonna do
It's
it.
not just going to be a casual thing. Okay, make an ob 2 health test, and we will take up the grind. Boom.
I'm gonna do it. All right, I have 5 health. Four successes.
Boom.
Very good.
I'm a
Okay.
very good swimmer. I am. It's a fact.
Okay, as you're digging around under there, you do feel something very hard and metallic. You pull it up, and it appears to be a thick chain, a thick chain, like a rope of chain, maybe 10 feet long. So these are interlinked chains. You
Yeah.
also managed to pull up a, jar, a glass jar of what appear to be loose buttons and a dagger. These appear to be just the belongings of some people that have been dragged into the depths.
Okay.
Of course, there are many, many bones and skulls. The soft tissue, you realize, is actually just like drowned flesh, just torn.
Right. I find a dagger, huh?
You find a dagger and a length of chain and a jar containing loose buttons.
Okay, so I'll come back
Is
up.
the dagger nice? A good dagger or what?
The dagger, well, it's interesting that it has not rusted while being down there for so long. It appears to be a hunting dagger, still very sharp, keen.
Mhm.
It appears that the hilt is made of a ram's horn or some sort of bone. And the
Do you want me
blade
to
is
put that in my
heavily honed.
backpack? I have that slot since they took the rations, or I lost my rations. Do you want me to keep it for you, Narn? Am I?
No, I'm thinking about using it at some point. I might need to use it at some point, Violet.
I mean, I'm just
so
saying, do you have a
let me
place to
hang
put
on
it?
to it. Yeah, I can put it in somewhere here.
Okay.
Yep. I'll just chuck my large sack.
Okay.
Cool. Nice find.
There you go.
You
We're just
also
talking
have
about
a jar which contains loose buttons, which you'd be able to use. And you also have the chains, the metal.
We'll be able to
and
use the
the length
buttons,
of-
to mend our clothing?
Well, you can use the jar as a container, or you can use the buttons to mend clothing. Sure.
You want the buttons, Violet? It's really not my thing.
I don't know what I would use them for.
A jar
Exactly.
can contain potable water. Or liquids.
Like 1 draught, 2 draughts.
1 draught.
Yeah, it's hardly worth it.
Yeah, 1 draught.
Let's just set it aside. I don't think I want to put that in my pouch right now.
Okay. And then the 10-foot long length of metal chain.
Seems heavy.
Did we drag it all the way out of the water?
Yes.
Good. Okay, we have,
have
that,
retrieved it.
man. I'm thinking we should use that later to tie something up.
Yeah, we can leave it here. We might be able to use it. I mean, I don't think I can really carry it. I say we just leave it here. We can come back and get it if we need it.
Or I'm wondering if I should use my. Wait, I don't have that in. I have the Mystic Porter, man. I could create that disc.
It can be torso. It can be worn in a torso slot for 1, or used or gathered in a pack for 2, like rope.
I could carry that chain on top of it, couldn't I?
You could.
I'm thinking about doing that. Can I cast that spell?
You can, but the spell will eventually wear off. You get to choose the obs for it.
Yeah, it usually wears off after a number of turns. I'd save it, Angie. We don't need the chain. We have rope and stuff. If we need the chain later, we can come back and get it. It's just a chain.
Say so.
Let's move on.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? What'd you see down there? Did you see any openings?
Just some tunnels. It looks like somebody fashioned some sort of drain system that's draining water into this pool. Also, some kind of creatures have made some burrows down there. I don't know what types of creatures.
Why don't we go explore and see if we can find this tower? Unless you guys think we want to do something more here. I don't know.
What is the chain? Is the chain attached to something, Sean? Should we pull that thing up?
I did. I think it's just a chain that I
Indeed,
brought
it's
up out of
just
there.
10 feet. It's just 10 feet of interlinked metal chains.
Yeah.
Well, can I keep it in my hand and like wherever we go, just like drag it along with me?
Sure, you can have it in hand.
I want it with me. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna drag that along.
Oh,
I think
sure.
it might come in very handy.
It might.
All right.
I think you're right, though, Ange. I think we just need to do some exploring here.
Which way would you like to go? Into the pools with the gargoyles and the weird stone, um, frogs? The place with the to the east where the walls are made of sandstone and what appear to be dried coral, or to the south where the walls seem to be made of these layered terraces of stone that seem to have once housed gardens now long over with exotic flowers and fauna.
Let's go that way. Might be the entrance to the tower.
Sure, I'll follow your lead. You guys are the seasoned adventurers.
Okay. Breck, or rather, whoever would like to lead this this place, you may make a Pathfinder Ob 2 check.
Right.
Violet can't help. I can, I think. Pathfinder, Scout or Hunter. I have Scout, so you get a die from me.
I have Scout.
Yeah, but you're afraid.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were too.
No,
You're.
I'm angry and injured.
Oh.
Ugh. 1 success.
Okay.
The dice are not friendly.
They are not.
Not
The dice
today.
just suck today.
Yep.
Not
Damn it.
friendly at all. Did I roll it? Did I roll any sixes? No. Roll any ones.
No,
Just a
you
one.
just rolled a 1.
I mean, yeah. You
That
rolled
ad-
1-5.
That
1-5.
advances the grind, I assume.
Indeed. All right, you descend into the southern portion of the maze. It appears that what was once just the mud, it quickly becomes these cobblestone paths that seem to spiral and circle. The walls of this maze are made of these tiered layers of terraced gardens, and exotic jungle flowers and plants seem to just sprout out from them. You can see that perched atop the walls themselves are these stone gargoyles. They look very similar to the strange impish creatures that seem to be climbing the walls by the pool. By the northern side, these strange impish looking statues of bizarre, twisted, contorted figures with long ears, long claws, and wings. They seem to be staring down at you, made of this strange stone. That appears to be just straight up granite, but they do seem to be watching you. You try and find your way through the gardens, and you find yourselves very quickly lost. Bracken isn't sure which turns he made a few turns ago, and just as you stop, you find this opening. It's a circular courtyard. A statue of what appears to be a sage stands there holding a book with a finger up pointed as if he was giving a speech. It's about a 15-foot tall statue, which then looks down upon you. His head actually turns and he looks at you.
Jesus. I knew these things were going to come to life.
He closes the stone book with a loud crunch, and his upturned finger points down at you, and his eyes seem to glow suddenly. He says, "Leave!" And you can see that his form is starting to shuffle and move in this sort of autotomic way. His arms are crunching as they move, and he seems to be becoming more and more limber. You see one leg appear out of the cloak, step down from the dais that the statue was standing, He's still pointing down at you, Breck.
I shout out, "You will tell us where the wizard tower is."
He raises the book on up high above his head. He looks like he's about to throw it at you, Violet. What are you going to do?
Oh my god.
I'm going to take the chain and like a lasso, I'm like whirling it around my head and I whip it around his body.
It's a 10-foot long chain. It's a 15-foot high statue. But okay.
Maybe
We're
it'll
going
just
to
break
start
him
it.
in half.
We
I'm
are
doing
going
this
to
really
start-
fast, you know, like
We are going to begin a conflict, my friends. All right. So he's lifting this book up high. He looks like he's about to throw it down atop Violet. What are you guys going to try and do? Violet seems intent on killing the thing. Or destroying it, rather.
God,
I mean, I can't run away. We've got to do something here. Let's say, maybe
it's
we could.
strength and weaknesses.
Okay.
Maybe we could riddle with it, or trick it, or.
I could do some celestial music.
Mm-hmm.
People over on the other side of the swamp there that are bad mouthing statues.
Yeah, it does talk.
That's it.
Maybe we can convince
They say
it
you
or
suck.
something. Talk to it.
That's what I tried to say. Tell us where the wizard's tower is.
Yeah,
He
convince
decided to
it
throw a
help
book
us.
at my head. He
It's
wouldn't
just-
answer me.
He's just grumpy.
Okay.
Am I-
It sounds to me like you would like to begin a
Dialogue.
convince conflict, a riddle conflict.
What's a
What do you-
riddle
what
conflict
exactly-
again?
What exactly are you trying to achieve?
What's a riddle conflict again?
Riddling is usually used to
Trick it?
Yeah.
No, well, kind of. It's usually used to sort of distract a creature or to get it to tell you something.
Yes, let's do that. I want it to talk.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to riddle with the statue. Okay.
Well, that's a manipulator test though, whereas convince is a persuader test.
I'm a persuader, I think. Yeah, I got a 2 persuader.
Okay.
2, huh?
Do you got a persuader, Brock? I think you have a better persuader than me, don't you? But you a persuader? Or maybe that was Pingsley.
Yeah, everybody has some either manipulator or persuader. I have manipulator too. I thought you'd be a better persuader, Violet.
Oh.
But
I don't have persuader. Must have been Pingsley.
I think you should
Oh,
have
Kingsley,
persuader
where
or
are you when we need
manipulator.
you?
I'm book-wise. What kind of book is he holding? Even if it's stone.
It would take a moment to discern that. You would have to be able to sort of get close enough to it without it bludgeoning your head.
Well, it's coming down over my head right now, right?
Not yet. He still has it in his hand. He just has it upraised as if he's about to throw it at you.
Can I see it?
You
I'm just
can.
thinking. I'm just thinking that maybe we can persuade it to help us somehow.
Okay.
Like
Sounds
just
good.
just be like, hey, wait, whoa, wait a minute.
Okay, this is a convince conflict then, and so we shall now begin that conflict.
Yeah, so for disposition, Angie, it's gonna be a persuader test. You're gonna add your will score. You have a good will, right? Or a decent will?
4, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like 6 dice. Do I add my will to my persuader?
Well, what helps persuader?
So then are you choosing Violet to be your conflict captain?
Manipulator. Sure.
Violet, you are the party's ambassador to this
Narn.
statue.
Yeah, Narn has manipulator, so we'll play good cop, bad cop. I'll be the bad cop.
Okay, so I'm like, halt!
Yeah. Bat your elven
Do not
eyelashes at
throw
him.
down the stone book.
Okay.
We are here seeking knowledge, and you appear to be one with knowledge.
Okay, so now, Mom, you will roll for disposition.
What am I rolling? That's what, do I add, like I asked, do I add
Let
the
me get the
will
conflict
to
thing.
the persuader, or how does that work?
1 second. Boom. All right. So, convince is going to be a. Oh wait, that's not a very useful conflict. Convince
Manipulator.
is going to be persuader and add your will, and of course any help that you
Oh, I can do both. Right on.
Persuader.
So,
Roll persuader, add will, and get help.
is anybody help?
I can help with manipulator, yes.
Do you have manipulator, Breck?
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see that Breck doesn't have manipulator persuader, because I think in character generation it says something like let me look at it.
So I roll 2 dice, and that's the only dice I roll, right?
You do get a social skill to begin with.
Oh, I'll wait. See if he's got that or missing that. Maybe he should have that.
Well, I guess I should have one.
Yeah, let me check here real quick. I'm looking at it. Why social graces. It says, how do you convince people that you're right or what to do or what you need? Choose one skill: haggler, manipulator, or orator, or persuader.
Haggler.
So you chose haggler.
So I have haggler. Yeah.
Right.
Ah, so I do have only 2. So I will use 2 dice right now. What I get? Ooh,
2.
I did good. So that's
But
going to be 6.
You should have gotten 3 though, because I help with manipulator.
Oh, I get
Roll
one
one
more.
more.
No, but I got 2.
And then
Plus
you
my
add your will.
4. That's 6.
Okay. 1 moment. Okay. Let's see.
And you add that to your will, which is 5, 4. So we have 6 disposition.
Yes. It is 6.
And dispositions for monsters. If they don't have that.
He's going to roll his nature dice and add it to his nature.
Okay. His nature and add it to nature. Thank you. He also has 6.
Good. It's a good sign. But then again, he's going to get 6 dice for his rolls. Uh-oh.
Well, I roll. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to get
He would
6
have.
dice for
He's
his
going to get
action
4
rolls.
dice for his rolls.
Well, did I persuade him? I guess not, huh?
Not yet. It's a conflict. We're doing a literal conflict.
Why does he get 4 dice for his rolls?
Because he has a nature of 4. I
Oh,
rolled
I'm
his
sorry.
nature and then I added it.
Right.
Okay, so let me choose my cards here.
So you have to kind of think of abstract actions in a sort of convinced conflict here where, you know, attacking is sort of taking a direct approach to getting your way. A feint is based on manipulator, which could be like telling a lie.
Or picking apart somebody's argument.
Yeah.
Defend is kind of stalling people. So you're kind of stalling to get a better, to get your argument. You're kind of stalling in the argument to better set yourself up for more of that argument.
Right, so you look at the conflict ability and skills table at the very bottom there. Under convince, for attack and defend, it's a persuader check. For feint and maneuver, it's a manipulator check. So it sounds like Breck is going to have to resort to beginner's luck tests for persuader manipulators. They're going to be will tests, I think, basically, with half dice. So we're let Violet take the lead on this.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't got the skills, people. Not for this.
So I get one card. That's it against his 3. Or are you
Well,
guys gonna choose?
we'll get 3 cards. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Because feint and maneuver are manipulator tests.
Dad, do you have the weapons of wit table on here?
Yes, if you look at the weapons table in the journal.
Mm-hmm.
It's under argument, convince.
Okay. Guys, don't forget that you can use those weapons.
Yeah, and again, in a sort of an abstract way. Deception, evidence, roleplay, promises. Just don't repeat yourself or you get -1 dice. We're going to actually have to have sort of an argument with this thing. We can.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to maneuver.
Are you guys using any weapons?
I'm going to lie.
So, deception. You get a bonus to feints. You get 1 success bonus to feints. If you repeat yourself, you get a -1 die. Mom, are you using any weapons?
I have this chain, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I'm flinging it around the top of my head right now.
It's not that kind of conflict.
We're not
you
literally
just made him
killing
mad
the
by
creature.
doing that.
Okay, well, I threw it down on the ground and I started yelling at it. And then
Is that an intimidation weapon, Mom?
Are you scolding
what it
the
is.
statue?
Okay. That's +1 success to maneuvers. If you threaten your opponent. And -1 die.
I'm using my bow, I guess.
Nope.
I thought you said
Do you
use
see
a
the weapon table that I just pulled up?
I don't understand.
Do you see the weapons table that I just pulled up?
Yes, it's kind of small.
Look at the... Okay, well, click in the middle there and look at argument convince. I'll show you. One second.
I'm intimidating it.
No, you're not maneuvering though. What's your action? Maneuver?
Well, I guess I'd have to choose maneuver in order to do that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah, but you're not going to do any damage to his disposition with maneuvers is the problem.
Well,
You're strong, so you're using...
All right, I'll use deception then, I guess.
For attack or defend, it's a persuader test, which is what you have. So you want to attack and defend. Feint and maneuver is manipulate, which is what I have.
Evidence. Okay, I'm doing evidence. Like, show me the evidence. Or no, wait. I don't
have any evidence.
Well, I'm telling him to give me evidence.
You don't have any evidence to use, so you can choose to use a weapon if you want. You can also use promises, so you can promise to give him something and you get a die. And all defend actions.
Like I said, good cop, bad cop. You be nice to him, and I'm going to threaten to kill him if he doesn't do what we want.
So
And then you're going to be like, no.
Defend?
I don't know, maybe we can promise some reward. Yeah, something.
Breck, will you be using any weapons of wit?
How do I get rid of my card? Then I drew a wrong card, I think. I drew a fight card.
You can delete it.
I would do that, Angie, actually. Since you had the persuader skill, use attack. Because we're going to want to reduce his
I'm doing everything
disposition.
wrong here.
I know, it's hard to kind of grasp at first, but...
How do I get rid of this damn thing? It's over my head now.
You did it.
Can I haggle with it?
How do you remove a card, Sean?
Click on it and press backspace or delete.
That's the only interpersonal skill I have, basically.
Well, you can use beginner's luck for these rolls if you want.
Won't go away now.
He's going to have to, or you can use nature.
Oh my god.
Too, Lee. You can use your nature, but if you fail...
boasting!
Yeah. I mean, he could
Okay,
use his nature anyway, but it might tap it if he kind of loses the roll, which is dangerous. Angie, I would
Violet,
attack if I were
your
you.
card is
I
gone
can't
already.
get rid of my freaking thing
You did.
here. No, it's on top of my head.
Where? I don't even see it.
Right here. The attack card went down here, and I'm hitting delete and backspace. Why is it over my head? Wait, okay. I don't know
my
what to
nature.
choose, Al. I have no idea what's going on. I don't understand this.
I want to use
Yeah,
my
Lee.
nature shot.
Yeah.
Please
If you
give
don't
Dennis
have
luck.
if you don't have the skill that the test calls for, you can always roll your nature no matter what. But the thing is, if you fail the roll or if he beats you with a margin of success, it's going to tap your nature and reduce your current nature if you use it. I see that it's already tapped by 1.
Yeah, I think I'll use beginner's luck, I suppose.
Right, and it's going to be halved though, but we'll still be able to help you with it. So you're probably looking at 5 dice halved down to, I think we're rounding down.
Yeah, I am gonna have to log out here pretty soon, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. I got stuff to do. I don't think this conflict is going to take very long. I think what's going to happen, I was kind of hesitant to fight it just because of all the damn conditions we have. And we're at even disposition this time. Last conflict we had, we were really good on disposition versus the enemy, but
Yeah.
I think the worst that can happen here is that it will just tell us to go away or something. I don't know. But I think if
Right.
Violet kind of gives them the idea, like, oh, we'll reward you if you tell us where the wizard's tower is, and I'll be like, if you don't tell us where the wizard's tower is, we're going to kill you. And it's just going to be kind of a scene where we're trying to essentially haggle with it, not for material goods, but just for passage or information. I think it's better than actually confronting it in a battle here, because I'm in pretty bad shape. I get -1 on all my rolls already. And what we really need to do, though, is focus on trying to get some more checks or treasure. Alex has been very stingy with treasure. If we don't have any treasure, we can't go back to town. Does it have gems for eyes? He just smiled at me.
Sorry, I needed help. I got confused. Because he said, choose your weapon. And I said, I'm using my bow. He said, no, you can't use your bow. And I said,
That's
okay,
right.
I'll use my dagger. And he's like, no, you can't use your dagger.
That's right.
Okay,
These
do you understand
okay.
now?
Yeah, these are weapons of wit. So, and you don't have to use weapons. I mean, it's really kind of a creative thing in this sort of conflict where if you can come up with some idea where maybe you have some, evidence to show that our intentions are good somehow, you could use that as a weapon. But it's really kind of a creative thing on the player's part to come up with getting bonuses on these rolls if we can. Even with role playing, if you role play it, you can get a bonus on the roll.
Now,
So let's just play it out and see what happens.
If you chose defend first, that's not, just so you know, if you chose defend first, that's not a good idea.
Never choose defend first.
Oh
Yeah,
my
because
God, that's
defend.
what I chose because I was going to get the +1, and you told me to be a good guy.
Angie, defend action
I don't know how to
always
get rid of
gets.
this.
Defend action heals our disposition, heals our hit points. You know what I'm saying? And we start out with full, so let me put the tokens out.
So what's evidence? I'm asking the thing for evidence.
Evidence means that you're using evidence against somebody. So
to prove your point.
If you had like, you don't have evidence. You don't have any evidence right now.
Okay, I don't know what these mean though. Repeating? What does that mean?
If you repeat yourself, then you get a -1 to your die. You have to describe.
Okay, well I don't know
what
what to
you're saying
choose
to the
then.
creature.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to choose here.
This is going to be kind of like
just choose a weapon, Mom.
It's going to be kind of like an argument in a way.
Well, I did. I chose defend, and you said no, you can't use defend.
Not on the first action.
No. Listen, you choose a weapon, and then on your future actions, you get that bonus. That doesn't mean you have to choose that action. It just means that if you choose that action, you get a bonus. Okay?
Well, that's why I chose defend.
But why would you use defend when defend increases your disposition and you already have max disposition?
Right, honey. Defend's only useful in healing our hit points, essentially. We haven't lost any yet.
You can still use it as a weapon. It's just not going to be useful for the first action.
I'll tell you what. Let's do it this way. Actually,
well, I chose.
We don't. Hold on. We don't have to do it in this order.
Use that either.
No, you can.
Let me go first. Okay. Let me go first, and then you can do your defend later. Do your defend on the third action. Okay. And then we'll put Breck in the middle. Who knows what he's going to say? Oops.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Let me go third, because I want to watch what you guys do.
Yeah, do defend on the third action there.
Yes. Violet, this conflict is like any other conflict in the game. So where normally you'd be shooting a bow at somebody, instead, because this is a convince conflict and you're trying to convince them, you are going to be giving them promises. You're promising to do something for them or give them something. This gives you a +1 die on your defense. Just like by using a bow, you would get +2 die on your maneuvers. This is just a different...
I understand all that. I just don't understand what to choose right now.
You can choose whatever action you want. It's just that you get a bonus when defending. Does that make sense? Just like if you...
So I wanted to choose the promises thing.
You wouldn't get any bonuses. You would just... You get the bow. You know what I mean? Like, the bow...
To get the bonus, you just have to justify it, basically.
Yes, but you do have to choose a weapon, right?
You don't have to. You don't have to use a weapon, no.
No, but I mean, like in a social conflict, I mean, you don't get to use all of the weapons. You just get to choose the one weapon that you're using.
You don't have to use a weapon, though.
Okay, but my point is that you don't get to use all of the weapons. If you're going to use a weapon, you have to choose which weapon you're using.
All right, I'm going to choose maneuver, I guess, but then you guys are going to tell me, no, that's wrong, so I don't know.
You can do whatever you want, Mom. You can use whatever action. It's just defending never works in the first.
All right, let's do this. And Lee, I would suggest just doing an attack. Try to hurt his disposition in the middle there.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's put an attack there. All right, let's do
Sorry,
this.
this is the first time we ever did this. It's just a little confusing.
It is.
What is this?
I don't know.
Guys, I hate to tell you, but I'm gonna have to log off here in a minute or two.
Why don't we just leave it here then? This is actually a good place to stop before the first round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to bail, but
It's okay.
I gotta take care of this crazy dog.
That's
No
fine.
problemo.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's fine.
You know.
All right.
That was fun. That was good. It ended up better than I thought. I thought we were gonna die right off the bat.
So did I.
Yeah, we got a really good disposition roll. That's what saved us on that first conflict. This one, I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I think the worst that can happen is just going to drive us, like, tell us to go away. I don't know. I don't know what its intentions are. Sounds like it just doesn't want to...
crush us.
Yeah, it sounds like we're unwelcome. But we're going to have to set it straight. Be like, dude, give me your eyes, or I'm going to kill you. Because its eyes are made of gems, right? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, let him answer.
Yeah, I know.
He might have said yes.
It does appear to have a laurel crown, but it's made of jade.
Aha!
Jade's just as good. Depending on what kind of jade it is.
All right, cool. Well, until next time then, folks. And we'll see you Thursday late for Call of Cthulhu. Forward to that.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Kyle and Tom on so they can roll their characters up beforehand.
Yes, let the browbeating commence.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, talk to you guys later. Have a good Memorial Day weekend, Lee.
Yeah, thank you. You guys too. Good game. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Catch you
Have
later.
fun out in the yard.
Good game.
That's where I'm gonna be. See you later.
Go on.
Bye.
Take care.
All right. Bye.